Bridge dwellers rejoice! Nintendo is encouraging folks to step out from under the comfy confines of their bridges once again with Mario Party 10 on the Wii U. A game that made trolling fashionable even before the word became commonplace in popular culture and the interwebs, Mario Party has been testing reflexes, friendships, and family bonds through the years. Those bonds will surely be put to the test yet again with a collection of more than 70 minigames spread across 3 modes. There's the standard Mario Party, which carries on the format of Mario Party 9, squeezing in up to 4 frenemies in a car as they jointly navigate the game board. For a more classic experience, Amiibo Party lets you use compatible Amiibo toys to unlock themed game boards that can be navigated separately by competitors. Then there's Bowser Party, which takes trolling to a whole new level. Like the standard Mario Party mode, Bowser Party has up to 4 players jammed into a car under the guise of Team Mario as they drive around your stage of choice. The key difference, however, is that another player can take control of the Wii U tablet as Bowser, who's tasked with chasing the other players and giving them all sorts of grief. The more characters lose hearts and get taken out of the game, the harder it becomes for remaining members to outrun Bowser, so survival is definitely key. I also find that computer-controlled characters are easier to take out, so I recommend getting some living, breathing humans on your team. If Bowser chases you down, Mario team will be challenged into a minigame where they try to survive Bowser's onslaught. Depending on the stage, these can include hammer attacks, bullet bill salvos, flaming obstacles, and Bowser himself in the case of the climbing wall minigame. The minigames themselves can be hit or miss depending on your taste, but there's a bunch of them, so chances are there will be one that will be fun for you. These include battles that have up to 4 players butting heads against each other, whether it be firing paintballs in a classic Bomberman type stage with paintball guns or setting up the most chain reactions by using bob-bombs. Or bombs, however you pronounce that. There's also 3-on-1 exercises that either have 3 folks ganging up on one hapless guy, or where one person gives grief to all 3 foes by, say, trapping them in a bubble while they helplessly bounce above. Boss battles make a return as well, pitting up to 4 players against giant foes like King Boo or a Fat Hamburger. Even with its wide selection of minigames, Mario Party can get a bit tiring after extended jaunts, especially when playing by your lonesome. As such, I recommend recruiting some people to play with you as interactions between players is a big part of the fun of the game. I also wish that the Amiibo boards as well as Amiibo functionality were a bit more fleshed out. They don't necessarily feel tacked on, but they also could be better. The game's dependence on luck as far as dice rolls can be a source of frustration for some players too. My biggest gripe though is the inability to use the Wii U tablet as a separate controller in some of the game's modes. If you only have 2 Wii modes, for example, you can't use the tablet as a third controller unless you're playing, say, Bowser Party, which seems counterintuitive to me. Overall, however, Mario Party 10 is a nice entry into the series that makes some nice additions, as opposed to just a simple tweaking of the formula. Amiibo functionality adds something different to the mix, while Bowser mode feels like a new and welcome experience, especially when controlling the big guy himself. If you're looking for a fun party game to play with friends and family and want to humor the inner troll within, Mario Party 10 is one bridge you'll want to cross.